need to pay this brand. You understand? Because this brand will pull is already pulling viewers so much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think yes, for a while women, men will. I mean, women.
So from a commercialization point of view, you say yes.
I say
from a sporting point of view, what do you say? From that comparison, Cristiano Ronaldo Champions League, the bicycle kick.
It boils down to that does the club, can the club afford to have
being on their player, their star female player, their star male player, pending on the same wage doing contract.
If the club can afford it, the club should pay it.
Okay. What do you think?
It's very complicated.
It is, right?
Very complicated because I think you always find many opinions of the same thing.
Yeah.
I think, simply put, let's say simple English. If you bring in the same, you deserve the same. So for example,
that's what socialism.
No. See now we're getting to politics.
Okay.
Now
the politics.
Politics. So I'm saying, let's say if the men's Brazil national team wins the World Cup,
right,
and the women's Brazil national team wins the World Cup, right, they should be the same.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because if you pay the women's less, then if you pay them less, then you're implying that the women's World Cup is not as vested.
See, it goes down to my statement. And at base, it's like if you're in sales, but you've got a base salary and then on a what do they call it? Commission base. It's performance commission based because they can both win the World Cup.
Right.
Does your World Cup pull the viewership? If for the Women's World Cup pulls the same viewership as the Men's World Cup, then equality must be born.
Well, this put it in the Brazil context.
Yeah.
Brazil and the World Cup are synonymous, like tigers on the what? Spots on the tiger.
Sports on the head.
Spots on the what? Stretch of the tiger.
That's what they are.
Right.
Yeah.
So regardless whether it's female or male, it's the World Cup.
If it's pulling the same, they should be picked the same.
And if it's, but it can't. But with the context of Brazil, it can't not be pulling the same. Right. Would I be wrong? I mean, is female football big in Brazil as much as it happen?
Actually, as mentioned,
male
football is a religion in that country.
That's my point.
That's something that they.
The fact that football is a religion in that country, should that not already say?
But can you honestly think they pull the state?
I don't know.
I think they are not there yet.
But now, see, that's not at club level. It's at national level.
National level.
At club level, I can understand. So
FIFA as an entity, they know.
The Brazilian FA as the owners of the male football team and the female football team, right?
Yes.
They say to these two teams, you guys must go win us the World Cup. The males will win the World Cup.
So basically, somebody is
the same. Yeah. They come back both having won the World Cup.
Then the bonuses must be the same because you both won the World Cup. Because the World Cup is the World Cup.
So you understand. So the World Cup is the World Cup. So the idea is, are we diminishing the same competition in the female side of things?
I want to ask the question: where does the bonus money come from, and how much is it for both teams? Right. Because if FIFA says we're gonna pay the Brazilian national team, men's national team, let's say 50 billion for winning, and then the women's team 42 billion.
No. See, then that defeats the debate. So, because we're saying it shouldn't be the same because it's...
But if FIFA will say, as a company, as an entity, you are not pulling enough.
Pulling enough what?
Maybe as this tournament, as a female tournament, it's not really like enough revenue
for us to be able to keep it.
That is, yes.
So whose job is it to make sure that the women's game, from a commercial point of view, is at the same level as the men's game, in order then for FIFA and other FAs to say, all right, you all can now get.
I think it's not even, it doesn't, shouldn't go to commercialization and looking at most artists. They should beat us, the feds. if
Going to the stadium.
we go
In South Africa,
if the fans are there, the money will come.
Stadiums.
But for example,
Yeah.
the men's Champions League final
Yeah.
last season, Man City, Inter Milan,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Pinky.
Smokes. There were fires in the stadium, chanting, jumping, flags.
How for the week? They were
Crazy.
The English.
Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the women's Champions League was Barcelona and Wolfsburg
Yes.
in the final.
And Wolfsburg.
It was
You even the energy. As you're saying, the people, the fans,
Subdued.
people need to give them the same energy because they naturally clubs, because football is football, we love football, but it's a business. If the clubs, like you're saying, if the clubs are saying, hey, Paramara, these women are pulling in, like our stadium is
pulling them out.
we don't even have enough tickets. How many times Premier League preseason sold out? Right? If the women's was the same, then over a certain period of time, because of that accumulation, then the clubs, if they say, well, they will say no, but now you just don't like women's football. Because at that point, there's no reason, because you're giving them the same through performance, winning, the branding, Then the for example, Chelsea can say, okay, men's club, we can spend 150 million on Caicedo. Actually, there's this Linda Caicedo, and then there's this Linda Caicedo. We're gonna buy for 90 because she is able to give us the same as in terms of equity, to say, okay, she can provide us this brand, this image, and she's in all that same football terms. She's young, she's got good skill. We use the same terms. Then if they pay them less after that, then that's another conversation. Now we're talking discrimination and so on.
Yes. So Simon Jordan, our favorite pundit, said it was disrespectful for the females, for the England female head coach to be not considered, but in the conversation of taking over from Gareth Southgate. He said it was disrespectful. Right? So okay, I didn't watch the entire trip, but what it would be interesting to find out what is disrespectful. So are we saying if we can say men are able to coach women's clubs, are we saying women must also be able to coach men's teams or not?
A good coach is a good coach.
Right.
Full stop.
And you just look at the whole technical team, right? That are women doctors.
Right, 100%. Yeah,
That's all the
touch types. Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that a coach can be a female coach if she can do the job and sustain the pressures of it. Then hey man, let her coach.
Let her coach, and she must be paid the same as if it was a male coach. Because it's the same job, same stress.
And what do you say about now the culture of male football in the dressing room? Now, in the dressing
Things hanging.
Now, besides things hanging, just the culture of the dressing room as guys.
That aggression.
The aggression,
Why Paravano
Is that not? Hey, I ain't trying to be. Yeah, but is that not? Is that not a concern? Maybe. Not for the safety of the coach, no, not for that, but just because culturally, I can imagine that this. Okay, I know the male football dressing room. My man, it goes down.
Yeah.
I don't know the female dressing room. I'm sure maybe one of our guests one day will tell us.
Yeah.
But from a awkwardness, comfort, harassment, snowflake generation, hashtag. If the coach feels offended or awkward somehow, by a behavior of some other players in the dressing room, either maybe after a huge win, or you know what I mean? Like, how do we mitigate those types of environments for if now we can say, all right, that the female coach or manager managed the male team? How do we mitigate environments like that?
Okay, so before we answer the question, how do you feel about men's coaches coaches, women's team. Because now you've got a man.
For me, it's
in the situation.
For me, it's awkward though. For me, it's awkward because you have to have a certain type of understanding to the human side of us as males and us as females.
Now you have to deal with 23 of these people.
You understand? So I can imagine as a man the amount of patience you have to have. Right? So for me, it's awkward. So I'm also a bit iffy about it because, hey man, at the end of the day, yes, there's certain things that can be fluid in life, and there are certain things that should not be fluid in life.
You almost have to bring a certain level of professionalism and hunt it and ensure that.
But from the human, I get the professionalism. From the human point of view, you have out of 22 players, you have 5 of your best players on PMS. You're a man.